the situation with my daughter and all that. And I finally accepted it. And I think what it was is with my daughter.
You tell him he's all you see. Tell him you got his keys, cause you thought he needed them. But he's not coming back again. So he's gone, leaving then. You won't see him again.
Hello. My voice is messed up, so if it sounds weird, that's probably why.
Okay.
I lost my voice yelling. You said you wanted to start YouTube. Do you have an idea of what you're looking for?
So you saw the hurt, it makes you see clear. You were just lost. But now you found, and you realize he wasn't at all like what you created in your mind. He wasn't even nice, you wasted all your time. You didn't even like him in real life. He said he thought it would be nice if we were.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Hey guys, so I wanted to show you guys the real effects of what having bipolar manic depression is like. This is my side of the bedroom. It looks a hot mess. So y'all can see, look at my desk. My dresser. It's a hot mess. I did order a new mirror, like a vanity mirror thing that should be here in a week, because the mirror is not functional. I can't even use it. I have a whole bunch of post-its sticking up there, but it's really not functional at all for what I need it for. And the mirror itself, I don't even think it belongs to this dresser. I think it goes to the other dresser. But yeah, and then I can get rid of the lighting here, but I probably will put it somewhere else because the vanity light that I bought has lights on it. All these shelvings and everything, I want it to come off because I have a different idea. It's not functional. It's not working for me, especially not for my brain. For what I need it for. And then this is the only space I have going into my room. I have a whole bunch of crap over here, if y'all can tell. And I have a whole bunch of crap over here. It's mostly like weekend bags, toiletry bags and stuff, and purses. And then I have a whole bunch of cords because, like I mentioned in my one video, we didn't have no electricity on this side of the room. There's an outlet over here and there's an outlet behind the bed, and we had none working. So we have an extension cord running from all the way across to over here. And then when you look over here, you see my lovely baskets with clothes just sitting there. This is what it's like to have bipolar manic depression. For me, it's more so of the more depressive part of it. I have my manic moments, but I'm more aware of it. And when I'm not aware of it, I try not to do stupid shit, which is like what I used to do in my teens and early 20s. But now that I have a whole bunch of kids, I can't go off and do dumb shit. But as far as like when I'm depressed, this is what happens. And if you can't tell, I haven't done my hair because this is what it is. I used to be ashamed to talk about it, and if I can be honest, I used to be ashamed to talk about it, but now I want to share with other people what it's like to live with bipolar manic depression. I also have anxiety and PTSD from my childhood. That's where the PTSD comes from, and it's spilling over into my parenting, and that's why I'm struggling. This is a horrible angle of me, but I have nowhere else to put y'all. So yeah, this video, I'm just gonna go try and clean and organize as much as I can. It's starting to get springy out, even though it's still cold. I don't know why this weather is playing games, but I want to store like seasonal clothing, which is why I have a lot of clothes on here on this rack. And then I went to Goodwill, which I vlogged for you guys, and I bought a whole bunch of winter clothes, and that's all in this basket. I have some stuff in my drawers, but for the most part I don't even use my drawers. I would personally not have a dresser. I would rather get rid of that and then have like a more, isn't that what it's called, a more? Yeah. So but that's not functional and it's not optional at this moment, so I'm gonna have to make do with what I have. And so it's gonna be a cleaning video straight through, cleaning and organizing, because y'all, I need it. And it also might help with my brain because I can't function and I can't think straight. And I don't know if it's the combination of the medication that I'm on now, or if it's because of the fact that like everything is so cluttered that I can't think straight. And it's one of the things that my therapist suggested, was like trying to have a routine with cleaning and decluttering as much as you can. And so with you guys, I said I was going to start decluttering and cleaning and spring cleaning and stuff, and that's what I'm going to do. I'm motivated now, so which means I'm manic. When I'm motivated or I have a lot of self-confidence, it means that I'm manic. So, and that's something that I never really thought of before. But yeah, right now I have the energy and I want to get this shit done and I'm excited. So might as well use the energy for something positive, which is to clean this goddamn room. Well, I should say my side of the room, because Leon's side of the room, if y'all seen it, it's all nice and organized and shit compared to my side. And if you're new here, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. Make sure you like this video. Enough of me blabbling and talking. I'm just gonna get into the cleaning. I hope you guys enjoy.
Went for a ride in his dad's Jaguar, swept up in the moment, sitting in his car. But you know he won't take you far, and you know that, sweetie, you know that. Think you knew it before, but you just ignored that. So now you won't take backs, but there's no refunds here. So you sorta hurt, it makes you see clear. You were just lost. But now you found, and you realize he wasn't at all like what you created in your mind. It wasn't even nice, you wasted all your time. You didn't even like him in real life. Real life.
Alright, so I wasn't gonna talk during this, but I feel like I need to talk, only because I want to kind of like update, but not really update, because there's some things that I want to keep to myself. So the other day I was diagnosed with bipolar manic depression, bipolar 2. If you don't know, you can Google it. And I was prescribed medication to help. I was put on antipsychotic medication. I always knew that I had bipolar, that I've known since I was a teenager that I was bipolar. But I think for me it was a struggle for me to accept it, because in the back of my mind I was like, I'm never going to be like my mom, I'm never going to be like my mom. Not realizing that everything that led up to today was because of my bipolar. Impulsive choices, impulsive spending, the depressive episodes that I've had. I usually have more depressive episodes than I do manic. I mean, the manic episodes, they come, and I only notice it more so when I can't sleep. And he also diagnosed me with anxiety, which I knew I had anxiety because I smoke a fucking lot. And he diagnosed me with PTSD because of my childhood trauma. And he did say that, you know, my childhood trauma is affecting my parenting because of the PTSD. Like, it's hard for me to separate the two. If the kids are like bickering and arguing, it triggers me in a way to where I usually like get snappy and irritable because of how I grew up, because I grew up in a domestic violence home with an alcoholic as well. So, you know, it's one of those things where I knew deep down that it was correlated with it, because I've mentioned this before on my channel, how my childhood is affecting my parenting. But I don't think I really grasped the whole concept of it until I seen a psychiatrist and he broke it down for me. Would I be lying if I said that I wasn't scared shitless? No, I wouldn't be lying, because I'm scared as fuck. And not so much of the fact that I have bipolar, but the medication that they want me to be on. And I really am scared. But I've been doing the same shit for the past 10 years. Not even. Oh no, what happened? Come here. Oh no, what happened? What happened? Oh. Mommy's cleaning. No, don't you think about it. Don't you think about it. Girl, don't do it. Don't you do it now. No, you're not getting my camera. No. That's what she's trying to do. She's trying to get to the camera, but no. No. Hey, Zara. It's not funny. No. No. I don't care. I don't even know what I was saying. Don't you think about it. No. Oh, what I was saying was that I've been doing the same thing for 10. Nice try. I know. I've been doing the same thing for like 10, 15 years, expecting a different result. And you know, they say that's the definition of insanity. And, you know, I give it all to my daughter, my oldest, because her behavior woke me the fuck up and made me realize that I need to change and I need to do something different. And he did say that the miscarriage did trigger to make my symptoms worse, because the symptoms always been there. Like, if I look back and think about it, the symptoms have always been there, but I never realized how bad it was until I had the miscarriage. And then the situation with my daughter and all that, it just got worse and worse. And not saying that it's my daughter's fault. Again, none of this is my kids' fault. She's in the room. None of this is my kids' fault, you know, but I will say that my kids are the reason why I want to change and I want to do better. Because they teach me new shit every single day. What I'm trying to do is, if y'all are wondering, I'm separating the clothes that are like extreme winter clothes. Those are going to go in the bin. But like certain long sleeve shirts, I'm going to keep out because it's still kind of chilly out. But I'm not going to keep like the heavy sweaters and stuff that I have. So that way, this is too small for me. This ain't my shirt. Ain't no way I'm fitting my big ass titties in that one. I know whose shirt it is though. So yeah, like, and I talked to my daughter and I talked to the kids and I told them, you know, I'm sorry if I did do anything that made you feel away. And if I said anything that might hurt their feelings, they can come talk to me and tell me so that we can build a better relationship. I told them, especially my oldest, that what happened in the past, I can't change it. I can't do anything different about it. All I can do is listen and try to do better for the future. And you know, it's a lot, but it's not like I'm not at a point in my life mentally to where I can't handle the truth about myself. I've always known that I was a toxic parent. I've mentioned that before in my past videos. I've always known that I had certain things about myself that wasn't healthy, which I've mentioned before with you guys. But you know, it just puts it in a lot of perspective about how my life led up to where it is today. And a lot of people don't realize that mental health affects your ability to have stability, and have security. Mental illness can really push you to a point where you're going to be homeless, which in my case that has happened. I can admit and say that my impulsive decisions to move to Maryland was because I was manic and I was thinking about other stuff. Give me that. You can't have that in your mouth. No. I've made impulsive decisions where it came to quitting jobs, because it was too overwhelming and triggering for me, not realizing that it was the bipolar. So it's a lot, but at the same time, I'm learning to accept it. Like, I knew I had bipolar, but I didn't accept the fact that I had bipolar. And I finally accepted it. And I think what it was is with my daughter, that she was dealing with a lot. And mostly some of it was me, but most of it doesn't really have to do with me. I just took it so personally and assumed that it was all about me. Like as if the world revolves around me. Now I'm at that point where I can accept it, and I'm willing to accept the help. I'm going to need medication for the rest of my life. I should have been always on medication, but even the doctor said it, like, because of the fact that you kept having a whole bunch of babies, there was no point of you even being on medication. And he said for some people, you know, when you have the pregnancy hormones, it could be worse, but in your case, it's most likely made you feel like you were better and like things were okay, even though that may not have been the case at the time. I'm scared as fuck. I've been on the medication for 2 days now, and the only thing I could really say is that I'm just tired. The medication is gonna make me tired. He said it lasts a couple days to a week. So thankfully I have an amazing support system. My husband is supporting me through all this. He now gets up with the baby because I tried the first night when I was on the medication and I just was fumbling and tumbling. Ow, why did you just sock me? No. You want to fight? Are you trying to fight? Ow, you socked me again in the face. Stop doing that. No. Y'all, I wish y'all could. Look at her. No, stop it. No. I said stop. No. No. Oh, well. I don't want that in my... I don't want that. No. Ow! And then you just scratch my whole face up. I'm okay with the diagnosis. I'm not, like, freaking out about it. I think it's because it's like I already know. But I think for me, when the psychiatrist broke down a lot of the scenarios and the situations that I gave him, it made a lot of sense about why I'm where I am today and why I've been struggling so hard. And, you know, and he even explained, you know, your guilt that you're feeling all the time, that's a part of your bipolar, but it's also your PTSD because of your childhood. And then the fact that I'm struggling trying to get my career to where I want it to be at. And he said, that's your bipolar. And he said, maybe once you get on the medication, it will help get you in that mental space so that way you're not constantly worried about the things that you cannot control. And that's my problem. I worry about things that I'm not in control of, and I have irrational thoughts. It's not funny, that's part of the trauma response, but, you know, I do have irrational thoughts about a lot of things that make no sense to other people. But I'm not, I guess you could say, I'm like, right now the way I feel is like I'm not freaking out because of the diagnosis. I'm more of like worried about, I guess, like the potential of who I can become once I'm on a medication and once it's actually in my system. I think I'm afraid of what is to come and not saying like in the bad aspect of who I can become, but more so of like where I can go, because the sky is not the limit. I tell people this all the time. The sky is not the limit. It's not. Like, and I think, and I even mentioned to him, like, sometimes I feel like I have imposter syndrome, and he said no, that's your bipolar. So those are like my fears about it. I kind of want to like talk about like certain things on my channel, and I want to share more about the fact that I am parenting with mental illness, and it's not a bad thing, you know. It's not something that defines who I am. I have a condition, and that's that. But it doesn't have to define me, and I don't have to allow it to take over to the point where I can't be a functioning person in society, and I can't pedestal to a certain level. Somebody asked me if I was considering disability, and I'm like, no. I make more money doing this and social media management and mentoring and freelancing than I would get on disability, because my goals still haven't changed. I still want to achieve the things that I want to achieve. It's just that I'm blessed in a way that I found something that I'm passionate about and that I love doing, and I can actually do it from home, and I don't have to worry about whether or not I'm going to make an impulsive decision to lose my job. Yeah, that's pretty much the life update. A lot has happened with my daughter. I probably wouldn't have changed or opened my eyes to see where I could be different. And then, you know, in a sense, like, I still stand firm on what I said. You know, I can't be a better mom if I'm not a better me. I said, as your parent, I can only provide what you need. As far as what you want, you know, I can help you get what you want, but it has to be up to you to decide whether if this is what you really want. And, you know, and I can do is support you the best way I know how. If she wants to pursue her art career, all I can do is provide what she needs in order to get to what she wants. And it's the same for all my kids. I'm trying to find a balance when it comes to not getting myself to that point, but also being able to voice my opinions and be vocal about what it is that I'm not tolerating or what I like. Like yesterday, Justice said something, and I said, I don't want you to say that word because I can tell in the context of how you're using it, it's becoming, you're saying it in a negative way. It's not to be kind or nice to somebody, so I don't want you to say that specific word. I don't know what the word meant, and the way he was pronouncing it, it just didn't sound right to me. And that's when I said, you know, usually I would just keep my mouth shut and not say anything to avoid conflict or to not get myself to that point of frustration. But I'm done with that. Like, I'm done staying shut when I know what you're doing is disrespectful. And it's not disrespectful to me because you didn't say it to me, but it's disrespectful to the person that you said it to, because that's not right. Like, the first thing that should always be is that you want to be nice to other people and be kind to other people. Don't think about what other people are doing to you, because that's their karma, and what happens to them has nothing to do with you. It's out of your control. But it's hard. I think for me, the hard part is trying to let go of the control. So I went to Walmart and I got this big ass tub, because I got a lot of clothes, y'all. It may not seem like I have a lot of clothes because I only wear a certain amount of pieces, and y'all rarely ever see the other stuff that I have because, again, depression sucks. So I bought this big ass tub so I can get rid of a lot of my clothes. Not get rid of them, store a lot of my clothes, I should say that. So yeah, a lot of this stuff is going in here that is winter clothes, and I still have to go through all these clothes here. So all this stuff is going in here. My legs are sore because I've been trying to work out. Because the medication he has me on, it makes you gain weight, and I'm not trying to gain weight. I already lost the goddamn baby weight, and I'm trying to lose more baby weight, and only for them to be like, yeah, by the way, you're gonna gain some more weight. Like, no, this is more like a fall thing, so I'm gonna toss that in there. Little girl, don't you think about it?
You always make me feel like, oh yeah, you never leave my thoughts alone, yeah, you're the reason I'm going out of my mind. I just can't stop thinking about you. Take it away, feeling too good to me. Chilling all day.